Hi all, welcome again on my channel. In this video, I will cover next topic and that is the most of students wanted to know how to deal with enhancement. So I will show you how enhancement goes and how we develop. So in this video, I will cover one enhancement to check automatically created POs in system. Before starting with enhancement, if you are new on my channel, then kindly subscribe to my channel. Also share this video with your friends and colleagues. Thank you. So let's start with enhancement. So first thing first, what is exactly enhancement means and why we require enhancement? Enhancement is nothing but the part that we wanted to achieve but we cannot achieve through the standard that has SAP given to us or any program or any ERP or any functionality. We cannot achieve using that functionality with standard scope. Then we enhance the certain functionality as per business requirement. So that is nothing but enhancement. So enhancement allow you to add your own functionality to standard SAP. I'm taking here example of SAP, that's why I'm telling only in terms of SAP, but it applicable in different areas as well. Enhancement allow you to add your own functionality to standard SAP without having or to modify the original functionality. SAP gives us like creates user exist for a specific program or screens or menus within standard program. So it's on for SAP enhancement. Then why we required it? So business had some goals, and to achieve those goals, business need to fill that gaps like whatever business expectation is and what is current standard available with SAP. If it's not similar, then there is gap between expectation and currently available standard one. So to fill that gap we required enhancements. If you go for enhancement, then there is gap analysis. So without gap analysis we cannot go for enhancement. So what is exactly gap analysis? I will try to explain this here. So when business wants some functionality but cannot be achieved with standard or currently available system or ERP, then difference between current state and expected state is nothing but gap. And to eliminate that gap, we do gap analysis. So there are so many models or architectures you can find on Google or anywhere how to do gap analysis. For example, there is fishbone diagram, SWOT analysis. Various methods are available there for gap analysis. I will not go into that, but you can find that how to do gap analysis. So to fill between current and expected state, we need gap analysis, as I said. And how we achieve that gap in SAP? So for that we have enhancement. In order to fill that gap in SAP, we do enhancement. Then next is enhancement for automatic purchase order. So what I am going to do here, I will take example of automatic purchase order. In SAP system there is no standard functionality or any standard T code or any report available through which we can check if that particular PO is created using ME21N transaction or through auto job or through executing ME59N T code. I will explain here. So what is current state? That is as is means current state. So there is no standard functionality to check automatically created purchase order through ME59N in SAP as of now. But so what business want? Business wanted to check how that particular PO or list of POs are created so that business can distinguish between them if PO are created through ME21N or if it's created through AutoJob or with the help of ME59N. There is the gap between these two. What gap? Like business cannot identify as of now which PO is created through which functionality. So this is the gap, and how we can fill that gap? Through enhancement. So if we go for enhancement, then there are certain terms that we must know like functional specification. So I will explain further what is exactly functional specification. So functional specification gives detailed step and all required data from particular process. Functional specification also contain test cases, all data like document number for test, table fields, and step to test that functionality. So what exactly happen if business sends some requirement that they want, this is the gap and we want to mitigate that gap or we want to fill that gap. So business will just send us requirement to functional team, then functional team will see what exactly that functionality is, if we can fill that gap through enhancement or not. So functional team will analyze that, and then functional team will develop functional specification to the technical team, means ABAP, and functional team will give details to the ABAP team with functional specification that this is the requirement and these are the table or data you have to identify and gather together and give us as a in some report or as a output. Although I am here covering only very small enhancement, but you will get idea of how enhancement is work exactly. And also this is for only the people who don't know enhancement, like those who are already working and they have knowledge about enhancement. This video might not be helpful for them. Now I will show you how exactly functional specification we write. I have just written one random, it's not although with all things, but I have just given here some glimpse of functional specification, so how it looks like. So like, so business requirement here, so I have provided business requirement here. So currently there is no way to track or identify if purchase order is created through manually, that is ME21N, or automatically purchase order through ME59N. To identify this PO separately, business users need to contact support team every time and ask for the list of POs, and it's time consuming with all ticketing process or ticketing system now. So business wanted solution for this issue so that business users can track or identify and download the list of such automatically created PO. So this is the business requirement. Business will not give you all details and how to identify and all that. So business will send this request or ticket to the support team, or if it's implementation whatever it is, so business will ask for SAP consultant, functional consultant, and this functionality is part of SAP So business will ask to consultant, like this is the business requirement, that's it. Business will not give anything more. Then with this detail, SAP consultant or functional consultant have to design functional specifications. So how that will be, so I will show that again. I have developed it's just a glimpse, it's not with all details, but this is how functional specification consultant writes. So in this now, first functional consultant will see how he can download that list. So what exactly I want. If you don't know how to create auto PO and how that functionality work, first check that what exactly auto PO functionality is, how it works, what is a T code, and how you get convert that PO from purchase requisition. So once you see that, then only you will understand this, how I can identify POs that are created using ME59N. So to identify that, I have to use tables. So what I do, I run T code SE16N, then I go into table CDHDR, then I provide object here, this object, this is the for PO, it is header table, in that I provide this object, then for which duration I wanted to check POs that are created using ME59N. So I provide here that ME59N transaction and the window, that is time frame here, and then I execute. So this is again the detail how I'm gonna do all this. This is the first step. Then in, sorry, this is the second step. In third step, what I do, once I execute that list of POs, so once I execute, system will give me all detail, like from that particular time frame, all are these are the all 10 POs has been created in this system using ME59 T code. So I will copy this purchase order numbers, and then again I will pass this purchase order number into table EKPO in SE16N transaction. So I will again open new window with SE16N transaction. I will open table EKPO, and in EKPO under purchasing document, I will pass all purchase order numbers that I have copied from previous table here, and then again I will also pass here plant number because I want to find out this purchase order for particular plant. I do not have any filter where I can provide plant details in first table. So that's why I'm going in EKPO and I will provide here first PO numbers that I got from first table and along with this plant, and then I will execute. So system will give me list of POs that has been created with ME59N for this particular plant. So here I can see this. Now same I will show you in system. Run T code SE16N, then provide table name here CDHDR, then provide your object type this EINKBELEG, then your time frame, so date, from which date you wanted to check. In my case I will provide 01/01/2021 till today's date, that is 1st May 2021, and for which transaction I want to check. So I am checking it for ME59N, then execute. Because there is no standard T code, I am using tables to take these POs numbers. So this is the list of POs in whole system in last 4 months. These are the 10 POs that has been created through ME59N. I will copy these PO numbers and again I will open new window. Once you go in new window, again run SE16N. This time provide table EKPO. Then in document purchasing doc, open this because I have more than one PO, so I will provide multiple entries here, then paste here using this function. Don't paste using control V because if there are more numbers it sometime may not copy, so always upload from clipboard, so it will take all. Then click on transfer data, then scroll down and here you see plant. So provide for which plant you wanted to filter out from all those POs. So I am doing it for IE010 and then execute. So this is the list of PO, only 3 that has been created using ME59N. So this is how I extract using T codes and then I provide this list to the end users every time as a consultant. But now what business user want? Business user want some functionality, so they will not ask every time to SAP support because business user don't has access to tables and they don't know much. So that's why now business user want this functionality so that they can execute some T code and they will get the list. Then also what business want, if they click on these PO numbers, let's say on this PO, so it should open that PO directly in ME23 NT code. So this is the business requirement, but business given only this first part in function as a their requirement. This is only this much only business given. Functional consultant transfer this requirement so that he can give all this detail to ABAPer, and then ABAPer will develop this report in SAP. So what exactly expected, so how this report should be, so all details again given here. So report name will be like T code, it will be ZMM underscore AutoPO. Then what should be the input parameter, so if we give any of these, system should give me output. So PO number, maybe user already have list of PO, so you can just provide PO numbers and he will differentiate between them, maybe for certain period. So if user wanted to check for this month how many POs created using ME59N and ME21N, if any issue is there, or if user is from particular plant, so he can just provide plant and check for which plant how many POs has been created through ME59 or ME21. And if user wanted to check for their particular user ID or for certain user ID, if that has been created through his auto job, or how if he have created using ME59. So that are the 4 input parameter. And also all these input parameters should have range, so that if user has a multiple, I mean more than one value, so he can put that there. So that is the requirement. So I have just designed this functional specification, not with like proper one, but you can understand how functional specification is. So I will put this functional specification in description so you can download if you wanted. Then I will show you so how this report will look like after developed. So what I did, I developed this functional specification. I sent it to one of my ABAPer friend who has the access for similar system, and then he developed this report. Now I will show you this Z report, how it looks like and how it works. So he have developed report ZMM. Always note that all transactions that are not standard start with Z or Y, and it should have like structure so can everyone can understand from which module this report is. So that's why ZMM underscore what is the functionality auto PO. So I have given this, then press enter. So see these four input parameters I wanted. So here I will give, let's say, same date filter, then for which plant I wanted to check and execute. So see, I got only three POs with the table, so similar here. But now one more requirement I sent to that ABAP team. If I click on particular PO, it should open in ME23, and so I have click on this PO. So now see, system showing me this PO in ME23. So this is how enhancement work, functional specification, and ABAP develop it. But functional consultant gives functional specification like this. That's it in this video. In case you have more questions about functional specification or enhancement, you may ask me. I will create more videos if I can on enhancement. Also, don't forget to share this video with your friends and colleagues and put your questions in case you have in comment section and I will answer them. Thank you for watching this video. See you in the next video. Bye.